Hello everyone, Calazar here, and today I am playing Monster Hunter, and not really talking about the game, because I want to talk about Twitch streams, the appeal of Twitch streams, the appeal of Twitch streamers, and why I want to be a Twitch streamer. The game is just something for me to play, to give me something to do, as I talk about this. It gives you something interesting to watch. Plus, it's a good practice to see, can I play a more like, I guess, high-skilled, more intensive game like Monster Hunter, while still keeping my train of thought together while talking into a mic. We're gonna see if I can or not, because I definitely want to be a Twitch streamer, and it's a good skill to kind of practice. Or you definitely have to nail that skill down if you want to be a Twitch streamer, from what I've seen. So ignore the game. It's just some, if you want to watch it, if you enjoy it, there you go. Don't expect high-skilled gameplay, by the way. I'm not good with the greatsword that I'm using. I'm still learning this weapon. I'm not good at this game. This is not I'm not some high-skilled speedrunner or anything close to that. But yeah, anyways. So today I'm going to talk about Twitch. Because I've been watching Twitch streams for, oh god, 2013, 12. How long has Twitch been around? Like, it's 2015 maybe? No, Twitch has been around for longer than that, but like, I don't know. The point is, Twitch streams are something that I really enjoy, something I've been watching for a long time, and something that I've always wanted to do. I've just never done it because I didn't really think I didn't really think I have the skill set to do it. And I still frankly don't think I have it. That's why I'm making YouTube vlogs, to kind of, I guess this is practice, this is training wheels, is making little vlogs like this and stuff like that. In fact, I already tried recording this and then stopped and recorded again because I didn't like how it turned out. So it's like, I can do this with the YouTube video, but Twitch streams, those are live. You have to, like, mistakes you just kind of have to deal with because it's all happening live and stuff. So hopefully I'll get there eventually. But for now, I just want to talk about, like, why I appreciate, like, what Twitch is and what Twitch streamers do, at least the ones that I watch. Twitch is basically just like a hangout place. That's essentially what a Twitch stream really is. It's not, I mean, usually in most cases, yeah, it's someone playing a video game, people watching them, and it's entertainment at, like, a basic level. But it's more like a social gathering of, like, a community of like-minded people just kind of hanging out with the Twitch streamer being kind of like the centerpiece of the whole thing, like being the one that kind of keeps it all together and all that stuff. And it's like, I really appreciate them. I don't think Twitch streamers get enough credit. Like, I think a lot of people shit on Twitch streamers a lot, or just, like, still view it as, like, it's not a real job, or it's not real work, or it's a privileged job and things like that. And yeah, okay, it's not the hardest, like, work in the world. It's not the most important work in the world necessarily, but, like, I think people really undervalue, like, streams, or just, like, what people on Twitch do, because it's not just like, oh, I get to play video games for a living. When I think play video games for a living, I think, god damn it, I think like esports, or like people that, like, do it competitively. To me, that's like, okay, you are actually playing a video game for a living, whereas a Twitch streamer is more like creating an environment that's just, it's just a fun, like, social, like, environment for people to hang out with. And that's why the best Twitch streamers are the ones that are more focused on, like, the chat or the people, more than the actual game or what they're doing necessarily. Like I'm trying to do with this video. Like, I'm not commenting on the game, it's whatever, because this is not that important. But like, one of my favorite Twitch streamers is this guy called Rob, who I've made a whole video before. I think that video is unlisted though. I don't think anyone outside of people on Twitter actually saw it, which is fine. But, like, one thing that, like, Rob's instilled, and something that he's learned from making stuff for 15 years on the internet, definitely one of the oldest people I've followed who are still making stuff, is that, like, what a Twitch, or just what an internet, like, I guess, I'm so bad at this game, what a Twitch streamer is essentially a community leader, someone who has an audience, people that look up to them, who has power and influence over them, and who kind of has a responsibility to kind of improve their lives, or to, just give them a place to kind of feel a sense of belonging and community, because that's really what it's all about. Like that's the real service that Twitch streamers provide beyond just like base entertainment. Because there's tons of like entertainment or content all over the internet and just even outside the internet, but like Twitch streams especially are just something special because it's like, I don't know, I just have a lot of respect for streamers because they kind of put themselves out here, like just into the void, and just kind of have to. Can I go this way? I don't know. Okay, and they just kind of like that's hard to do, and they put themselves in a position of like influence and things like that. But because of that, they have a lot of people to deal with. They have a lot of stress to deal with. They have a lot of people that look up to them, and that puts a lot of pressure on them. And that's why I appreciate Twitch streamers, is because they choose to do that, or at least the good ones. I am well aware, and I know a lot of people look down on Twitch streamers for, there's definitely people who do take advantage of this or aren't about the community at all, and it's like I understand that. Like, I'm not talking about like that side of things. Don't avoid peeking people like that. Mainly I'm talking about smaller streamers, people that are maybe making a living off of it, but maybe not making a good living off of it, or maybe not at all. People who are just more doing it because they enjoy doing it, and they enjoy being like creating a community of like-minded people and just like being entertaining to them. And that's kind of what I want to eventually do and get to that point. Now, the reason why I haven't is because, frankly, I don't think I have the skill set to really do that. I'm definitely... You do have to be, like, a certain level of, like... You can't be really shy or just really, like... I guess not used to even just making stuff on the internet and stuff. Like, to be a Twitch streamer, or just in general someone who's famous on the internet, or, like, who has a community, is to be someone who, like, puts yourself out there. And that... It's really, 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 really hard to do. Like, it's really, it's something that like even making this video right now, like it's hard for me to do because it's like I'm just putting my thoughts out here into the void, and like that's legitimately like not exactly something that's easy to do. It's not something that most people have to do. It's kind of something that only kind of strange people would even choose to do, is to be like a public figure without the advantages of being a public figure. Like celebrities and stuff, well, they have money, they have like at least like a good life financially, and they have like fame and success, like, so it's like, okay, they have to put themselves out here more, but they have like all the benefits that comes with that. Whereas like your typical Twitch streamer doesn't have that at all, but they still have a lot of people that look up to them. They have a lot of stuff that they have to deal with, but they don't have like I guess a financial like reason to do it. It's more like, it's more about the community and what they kind of get out of it themselves in other ways. Like, I think on some level Twitch streamers kind of need their community as much as the community needs them. Otherwise, why would you do it? If you're not making any money or tons of money doing a Twitch stream, why would you even bother doing it if you didn't care about the community in some level? And that, I don't want to go here, but that's, I don't know, I just have a lot of respect for that, because I know now that I'm actually making YouTube videos, and this is just like basic YouTube videos, trainingville stuff, like how hard it is to actually put yourself out here and to actually organize your thoughts out loud. Because it's easy to like think of what I want to say in this video, but when I actually speak into the mic, it's like my thoughts are all kind of jumbled and they're kind of going all over the place, and I'm repeating myself a lot. I do that a lot, but it's, you know, it's a skill that I'm trying to learn, and that's why one of the reasons why I haven't really started streaming yet is because I'm still just getting used to making YouTube videos. Like, this is a video I've wanted to make like a month ago, and I'm just now getting to it. Granted, part of the reason is that I'm so busy. Like, so I want to stream on Twitch, and I do eventually want to get like that momentum going to where it becomes like very easy to handle, very, very easy to do. But I'm just not there yet. And part of the reason is that like I have a normal 9-to-5 job, which is gonna get even more busy this next month, which is when I wanted to start streaming, but you know, it is what it is. But yeah, like when you're busy with like work and stuff, like it's the last thing that you feel up to doing when you come home is to like, turn on the mic and like expose yourself to like whoever is listening online, to like be open like that. But I want to reach to the point where I can do that. I'm just, it's you know, slow steps and stuff to get there. But yeah, like I don't know, I think people just like shit on Twitch streamers way too much. I don't see the sentiment nearly as often as like I did in the past, but I think generally people are now kind of understanding that, you know, this is a real job as it was, or it is, you know, important. But yeah, like, I don't know, it's just, I have a lot of respect for what Twitch streamers do, because what they provide like a safe place for a lot of people. I mean, let's be real. If you're on the internet, if you're consuming hours of Twitch content or YouTube content or stuff like that, that means you don't have like stuff in your real life to take up that time, if you know what I mean. Like if I had like just a couple or 3 or 4 like really good friends that I all lived with like nearby and could hang out with like after work, like on the weekends and stuff, and we were all like this close-knit tight group of friends, I probably wouldn't like consume nearly as much internet content as I would, because why would I would go hang out with people in person. That's the much more healthier, like, better thing to do. And like, sure, in an ideal world, like, Twitch streamers wouldn't be needed, right? Or like internet celebrities and things like that wouldn't really matter, because like everyone would have, you know, they would be fulfilled in like their real lives. But that's not just the case that people have. That's not an option for everyone. People don't necessarily have like ways or access to that, or maybe just like, I don't know, because I think like that community, that sense of community, and that like social like gathering of people, even though it's, you know, it's virtual and on Twitch and on Twitch streams and stuff, and of course that extends to like Discord communities and things like that. Like, the reason why people do that is because they typically don't have that in like their real life. Like, they, on some level, that's like missing from their lives. So that's kind of the service, the real service that Twitch streamers provide, beyond just like, oh, they make entertaining content. Like, they create a place where like you can go and like have it, you know, be social, or just have like a sense of community of some kind. And like, I just really can't express how much I actually appreciate that. And that's kind of what I would love to eventually work up to be able to do. Because one thing, you know, I've mentioned Rob just earlier in this video, one thing that like he's talked about is how Twitch streamers are really community leaders. That's like their main job that a Twitch streamer does, and that is just kind of the truth. Like, a lot of pressure is put on you to just kind of be the center of attention, and to like kind of deal with a lot of people that you just kind of have to like I guess that's kind of the profession you chose by being a Twitch streamer, is to like be someone who takes on, you know, he described it in one of his videos as like taking on the stress of a bunch of people, and you have to kind of manage that. And that is on some level true. And while, you know, you have to manage your priorities, like there's definitely things you should put over your community, like if you have family or stuff like that. Like, obviously you shouldn't take care of your community to the point where it's affecting your mental health. That's another lesson that I learned from Rob. Like, don't, you know, I guess don't stress yourself, you know, too much, because it's people over content. That's the way you gotta think about this thing. And you are people as well, so you need to, you know, kind of balance what you can handle with, you know, this position that you've, you know, picked, which is to be like this community leader and all that stuff. And just, my thoughts are so like scatterbrained and random right now. Like, I should write this down, but I didn't, to kind of keep me organized, but screw it, because that's how it is on Twitch streams. Like, I'm not gonna write out what I'm not gonna plan my 2 hours what I'm gonna say. Though with the Twitch stream I'll have a chat, in theory, maybe not when I start out, but like, so that kind of keeps things grounded. But yeah, for me, like, the reason why I want to do Twitch is, one, I want to kind of create the environment that like benefited me. Because when I think of like moments in my past, even just recently, like during just this last summer, like the big COVID summer, when I was out of, you know, my job, because school's ended, and my job, I don't work out of school, but my job is tied to like the school schedule. That's why spring and fall are so busy for me. So like, school ended, so my job by extension also ended. And so like I didn't know if I was gonna get, you know, if is my job coming back, what's happening, like I didn't, like, it was a period of uncertainty for a lot of people. We were doing just a lot of shit during that whole, like, the lockdown and stuff like that. And there's someone who, I'm a big fan of Mega 64, Joel Henry talk about them a lot, and they have someone who recently joined up with them, I think in like 2019, Johnny. He's this guy who is the same age as me and grew up also being a big fan of Mega 64, just like I did. And during the COVID summer, he streamed like often during summer, and specifically like because he was the newest member, so like I didn't really know, like he wasn't someone that like necessarily had a connection with the main Mega 64 audience yet. Like he was still kind of the new guy that kind of just showed up out of nowhere. And so he did these streams over the summer where he played what is it, Super Mario? Yeah, he played Super Mario 64 on his quest to get 120 stars over the course of like the COVID summer, and it's apparently one of his favorite games. And like, but like he's not like a speedrunner or anything, so it was just like these fun little hangout streams with just like maybe 100, 200 viewers at best. Like it wasn't like a big thing. Like it was these small kind of little chilled out streams that just were these fun, like, it was just like this kind of like chilled out, relaxing vibe where we just hung out with this guy. It was, you know, nostalgic playing through Super Mario 64 and seeing us go to that, especially for me, because that's the game that I first, Super Mario 64, I got on 120 stars, like when I was like a kid, and that was like the first real like video game accomplishment I ever had in my entire life, the first real big one. Like I felt so proud of that, especially before like looking things up on the internet, before any of that shit. So to see like someone around my age who has similar interests to me also like attempt to do this on stream during a period of like uncertainty in everyone's lives, to just kind of provide this like safe place of like comfort, say, hey, just come hang out here, you know, we'll just have a good time. Like, I don't know, that just, things like that are just stuff that I really respect, because he didn't have to do this, and it wasn't like he was making money doing this. Like his streams, like I said, weren't exactly getting like the numbers weren't very high. He was doing it because he just wanted to, and he just, you know, he had an audience of people that needed that, and he wanted to provide that, and I really appreciated that. Rob has just, anytime, like, I don't really keep up with Rob's streams as much anymore, because I mean, it's a lack of time more than anything, but like his streams are all about, like, he's a community leader. He doesn't even play games half the time. He's all about just like hanging out with his chat, inspiring them, doing community creative projects and things. Like, that's so, like, there's so much value in that, I think people underappreciate that way too much, or people just want to like they just don't, I guess people are still in the mindset that Twitch streamer is like an easy, simple job. Oh, you just play games for a living. On some level that is like true to an extent, but it's not, like, that's just a part of the job. That's like the background noise, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's more about creating connection and community with like-minded individuals and providing like a place for everyone to kind of have a place to hang out. Like that's really what a Twitch stream is all about, is, hey, come here to hang out if you need to. And a lot of people, you know, really do need that. And it's something that I think more people need to, like, I guess, appreciate, which I guess it is happening more. Like, the people that don't appreciate Twitch streams aren't the people that are watching them, so, you know, generally those are people off the internet. Thankfully that like sentiment is dying out, at least from what I've seen, which is, I appreciate a whole lot, because I appreciate streamers a whole lot, and that's kind of who I want to be. I want to be someone who kind of creates just a positive, fun environment for people to just, like, you know, just hang out and to provide like just an interesting discussion, or just like, you know, just a fun little environment. And yeah, because I'm definitely like a low-key, like, I'm not like a hyperactive, energetic person. Clearly, as you can tell by this vlog, I'm not like, I don't get like super excited or super like out there. I hope to train the skills to get to that point. Like, I definitely want to be a streamer like that, but like, I suspect my streams will probably be more kind of like low-key and simple, and more just kind of down to earth. And yeah, I don't know. I'm just, like I said, I mean, this is just the reason why I call these series rambles, because they are just that. They are just rambles and just me just kind of saying what's on my mind in any given moment. But yeah, it's some Twitch streams are just something that, like, I don't know. I want to see if I can actually like do it. Like, do I actually have the skills? Can I get, you know, good enough to do it, and to just provide like a, you know, hang out with the community and stuff? Because I want, like, I wouldn't mind having a community of like-minded people. Like, that sounds, I mean, it sounds stressful if it gets too big, but the good news is I don't think I would get too big. Maybe that's bad news for a lot of people, but for me, yeah, that's good news, because I don't know if I could handle more than like, oh god, even 100 people watching me live. that already seems like an absurd, insane amount of number, much less 1,000 or, you know, any bigger than that. But yeah, no, it's just something that I want to work towards do, and the main reason I haven't started, because that is like the obvious thing, like, oh, well, if you want to do it, just, you know, just go do it. And part of the reason is, one, like I said, I work a normal 9-to-5 job, so it's, and that job this month is actually 8 to 6 every day, plus working Saturdays, because it's the busy season, and I can't. When you're coming home from work after working 10 hours a day, the last thing you want to do is turn on the mic and like give energy. Like, you don't have the energy to do that. So that's kind of part of the reason I haven't started, is because I'm waiting for my work to kind of die down a bit, or at least hopefully. But it may never die down until the summer, so I don't know. I think at some point I just have to say fuck it and just start, essentially. So we'll see about that. But it happens a lot with the great swords whiffing like that. But yeah, no, I work. Yeah, working definitely takes like a toll to like do this, because it is just a hobby that I would do. Like, I wouldn't expect any money from Twitch streaming for a long time, if ever. Like, that's not really. It'd be nice if it was there, but it's, you know, if I was looking to just make money, I would probably, like, I wouldn't pursue like internet content really. So, you know, it's definitely something I would want to do more as a hobby, and just like, you know, go from there. Like, maybe if I actually do have a community that comes around, like, you know, we'll go from there. I'm just missing all this stuff. This guy is going crazy. But yeah, no, it's, plus, like, another reason is, like, okay, you would think working over 50 hours a week means, oh, I probably can afford an apartment, right? Nope. Not in this economy. Nope, no I cannot. I definitely am not making enough money to, like, safely move out. Like, I'm sure if I really wanted to, I could barely scrape by, but I need to start saving up some money. So I'm still living at home, so it's like, I love my parents, and they are giving me a place to stay, which I really appreciate, but they are definitely, like, I mean, I live in Texas. They are definitely the stereotypical conservative. Like, they don't understand what the hell a Twitch stream is, or what any, like, that's just not something that they know. And like, I don't know, I get wary, like, when I'm recording, if I'm recording something live, like, you know, what if they need me? What if someone, you know, what if I have to go do something, like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't have the full freedom when I come home. I mean, I have the freedom to do it. It's not like they would say, no, you can't stream on Twitch, obviously. But like,
Thanks, buddy.
I don't know, like, how to explain to them, like, this is, you know, something that I want to pursue, because that's just not a world that they know. That, I mean, why would they? Like, that's perfectly understandable. But like, you know, with the YouTube video like this, because I've had people walk in when I'm recording YouTube videos, because, oh, I need to do something real quick, or you know, and I keep recording, but I just take that out in post. But like a Twitch stream, you don't really have that option. It's live. I guess I can mute my mic if that ever happened and go do that, because I wouldn't have a video camera. Actually, oh, I whiffed that there at the end. But actually having a video camera, that's way down the line. I'm still getting used to just recording my voice. I am not gonna have a camera on me anytime soon. And honestly, I've been like getting involved, like looking into like VTuber stuff. It's like, if I ever had a camera, it wouldn't be of me. I would just make a VTuber avatar, honestly. That's probably what I would actually do. I think that'd be a lot easier for someone like me. But the point is, like, when you live with like family still, and you don't, you know, you have a job that tires you out, and you come home from work and you just don't want to do anything productive. Essentially, you don't want to deal with people, because that's what I would have to do as a Twitch streamer. I wouldn't be, you know, I'd be dealing with a chat. I'd be like needing to be someone who would have like high energy to, you know, or else why would people watch me? Like, you know, I would have to interact with the chat. Otherwise, I would just play games without recording them or streaming them. Like which is what I normally end up doing. But it's definitely like something that I want to start and eventually get good at, to where I can do this stuff, because it's just, I don't know, it's what I want to, it's something I want to pursue to see if I can do it. You know, probably won't ever be like a living, like that's not, I don't necessarily see that in my future necessarily. I don't know, maybe if I really get good enough, but I have a long ways to go before that. But I just, you know, I want to, like, I guess it's for me, it's like a social thing, right? Because it's like, as someone who, like, honestly isn't all that social, like, all my friends either live, like, either very far away in town, they're also busy, or just straight up live in, like, different states. So it's like, you know, I'm at the point where, like, my friends have all moved away, so it's like I don't have a huge social structure just, like, in my own area, which is perfect for, like, a Twitch streamer, because then that way, like, we both gain something out of it. I provide a place, like a fun, just like environment to hang out and play games and like just talk about things, fun, positive things. Like, I don't want to get into like political discussions or shit like that. There's other streamers that do that. You go watch them. Like, I just want to create a fun environment to hang out with people, and to, like, in return, I'll kind of get that myself. Like, I will also get the fun environment to hang out with people, even though I'm kind of on the other end of that. Like, it works both ways. And it's something that, you know, I want to, like, work towards too. But it is, like I said, it's hard to do. It's very, like, putting yourself out there is just not easy to do at all. Like, that is a vulnerable position to put yourself in. And, like, that it's legitimately scary. Like, that's why I don't like it when people say, oh, Twitch streaming's easy. Like, no, it's really not. Recording your voice doing YouTube Let's Plays, it gets easier, but it's definitely not easy. And you know, just even organizing your thoughts. Some people are just naturally more social and have no problem getting their thoughts out when they say it. I'm definitely not at that level yet, and probably won't be, even as I start streaming, won't be for a long time. But that's the other thing, like, because I kept telling myself, like, for the past few years, oh, I'll wait till I move out, or I'll wait till, you know, I'm ready before I start streaming on Twitch. And I'm realizing now, it's like, I'm never gonna be ready. Like, you know, like, there's never gonna be, like, a moment where it, like, clicks, and it's like, oh, yes, now I can stream on Twitch with no worries. Like, inherently doing it is putting yourself out there. There's a risk to it. There's, like, a vulnerability to it, and there's no, like, avoiding that until you just do it enough times, and, like, kind of, it solves itself, essentially. You do it enough times. But, like, you know, I do still plan on recording YouTube videos and stuff, which is kind of a nice little training ground, because I can stop and record and edit, and, like, you know, I just completely whiffed that, man. But I don't technically have to release anything that, you know, I make on YouTube. But, like, a Twitch stream, that's live. You know, what you say, what happens is what happens. Like, there's no, God damn it, there's no, you know, like, there's no room for error, basically. Or, like, you can't, like, edit out mistakes or things like that. You just kind of have to go along with it. And that's definitely scary, especially, like, you know, because I know, I mean, I don't know, depending on how many people I could eventually get to watch me or care enough to. But, like, I know there's going to be people you have to deal with that maybe aren't the best people, and you have to kind of make a judgment there. You have to, like, you know, when you go to attract a community, even if you create a fun, wholesome place for your streams, that doesn't mean everyone who shows up is going to be that, and you have to kind of deal, that's a whole, like, side of things I've never really had to deal with before at all. So to see, like, how well I handle that, like, it's just kind of go around all that, because there's a lot of shitty people on the internet, and that's one of the things that I want to help prevent, is to kind of teach people to not be shitty on the internet. Like, there's just a lot of negativity, a lot of people that still just want to be just, like, frankly horrible people online. And, like, I guess I remember kind of being that myself. Like, I definitely remembered, like, I wasn't always this wholesome, like, person that I'm trying to be now. Like, I definitely, you know, kind of grew up out of that. So if I could be an influence to others to also grow out of that, that is something I would appreciate. I'm really bad at this game. Alright. But yeah, no, I really am just kind of rambling my thoughts here, but, like, there's just a lot of cool stuff you can do in Twitch too. Like, that's a whole side I haven't even talked about. Because I think when I do Twitch streaming, it is going to be very basic. Like, I just have a mic, I have 2 monitors, I have a PC and a Switch, and, like, you know, it's literally is just going to be me playing a game, talking into a mic, and just kind of doing that. Like there's not gonna be, I'm not gonna have any fancy tech or anything. I don't even understand like Twitch, like infrastructure or anything like that. Like there's so much about Twitch that I still don't.
Let's see what you
And honestly, probably it's a good thing I'm ignorant and all that stuff, because then I won't kind of get sucked into like some of the like that stuff just to kind of be outside of that. But there's a lot of fun things you could do on Twitch. Even just today, there's someone who gave her Twitch debut, Rem. She's a VTuber, and like when I went to the stream, because I've been following this person because they had another. I know this person is Mage. They had another like their artist persona, I guess, and actually my YouTube avatar was commissioned by her, and I've been meaning to get another commission. I just haven't done it yet. I need to do that. Go support your indie artists like that. Please commission more artists because they need it. But no, someone I've been following for a while, and they debuted doing a VTuber stuff, and at the bottom of the screen was all this like tiny little chibi pixel characters that like matched up to like a person in the chat, and like she has this extension that I guess she made, or I don't know like if she made it or if it's an extension in Twitch you could just use, but I know she made all the art, like all the pixel art. But you can create like a custom avatar that then shows up at the bottom, and you can like do basic commands. And I was kind of in and out of the stream throughout the day, but like at one point I walked in, like there was people in a line and like a boss, and it was like you would go up there and you have 3 different attacks, like a turn-based RPG, and you can like it was basically like this little like game that the chat plays like in the Twitch stream, and it's like this is just like a cool like little thing. Like I've never seen something like this before, and I don't know if it's tech that other people have or if it's something that she made. I don't know, but like it was just this cool little like interactive like Twitch interaction type of game thing that I just never really saw that before. And of course I'm a fan of Rob, and talk about he has the whole sneaky mice like system, which is its whole. There's so much I could talk about just how great and fun that system is on its own, and all the sneaky mon stuff. Like that's a whole other like Twitch integration thing. And what am I doing right now? Oh well. I don't. How long have I recorded this video? I should end soon. I'm trying to keep these not to an hour long like they usually are. But yeah, no, I was in her stream and had this like all these like little avatars that you could just make, and I made an avatar for myself, and it's like this is just fun, and it was just like a little hangout stream and stuff, and it's like I want to do stuff like that like eventually. Starting out I won't have any fancy tech. No, it's dude, a long ways from that. Same with doing like VTuber stuff, like maybe one day, but that's way out there. I just need to get like the basic skill set down first, just like getting used to speaking to a mic, getting used to interacting with a chat, to actually being the center of attention for once, because that's not something I'm used to at all. Getting like, I guess, more confidence. That's the other thing. This is a confidence builder for me. That's another reason why I want to stream on Twitch, because it is just kind of throwing myself into that deep end by doing it live at that point. But like it would force me, hopefully it would force me to just like be more confident at just like expressing myself and getting myself out there. Because that's the other thing. I've been a pretty closed off person, like a lurker most of my life online. Despite being a part of all these communities, I don't really interact much with them. And I kind of want to slowly change that and get more of myself out there. But it is, again, it's a scary thing. Like, that's not easy to do. And it, it's understandable why so many people choose not to do it, or like quit soon after doing it. And why I respect the people that can do it. People like Rob that can do that shit for like 15 years and like still go at it. And it's just like, oh my god, there's so much to do. And like my Twitch streams, if I was to do it again, it would just be very low-key. I'd probably be someone more like Johnny, where it's just kind of more like simple, low energy, just kind of like hangout streams. Or someone like there's another streamer I watch called Epic Name Bro, Marcus. He's someone I've been followed since like 2012 or something, back when he was a YouTuber. And again, his Twitch streams are very kind of more low energy. He has these like, he'll play a game for hours, but then he'll take like little like coffee breaks and stuff. He'll just talk with chat for like 30 minutes and stuff, and it's just like, those are like the best parts of the stream, just like hanging out with chat. Whereas, I do eventually want to get the skills that Rob has, where I can be the super like role-playing, improv, positive, outgoing person. Someone who can just like switch characters and create characters just like that and be incredibly outgoing. That's like the end goal. Rob to me is like the ideal streamer and my favorite person on the internet because I think he's doing the most important stuff that of the people that I follow, at least like online. And I definitely, that's like the end goal years from now. I'm not quite I'm a bit of ways from that for sure. A long ways from that. Like watching his GTA roleplay stuff that he does with like all those other streamers, the Crew RP, I guess, or is that even still a thing? I don't know. But like that stuff I would love to do way down the line, but I have a long ways to go before that. But just like, I don't know. I think, which funny enough, I kind of do want to start streaming soon, even though my work schedule is just getting even more busier. I might just spend like, it might just be something I do once a week, like on a Saturday, like a 1 to 2 hour just like test streams. And actually Pokemon Snap is coming out soon, so I want to kind of have that be the game that I play. I mean, I love Monster Hunter and I'm going to be playing this throughout the entire year, but this is probably not the best game to like learn streaming with because it's so much, you have to concentrate so much on the game itself to even play it. Eventually though, I would love to stream this game. I would love, you can do multiplayer in this game with up to 3 other people, and I would love to like just like play this game with like people in my chat. Like that sounds super fun, like doing multiplayer stuff with like my chat and like hanging out with them. Now granted, this is a Switch game, a Nintendo game. I'm sure they made multiplayer as frustratingly difficult and annoying to do as possible, so I'm sure that will be fun to figure out to play with friends. But you know, I would love to like just do stuff like that. Like I just, you know, want to provide a place for people to come hang out and you just kind of like either after work or just like just because they just want a place to have noise, because it is background noise half the time, just have noise in the background, people to hang out with and chat, to kind of build a small, like, tiny community, kind of built around similar interests and similar, like, things, and just, like, I don't know, that's probably why that is a lot of the reasons why people stream on Twitch, especially, like, streamers that aren't making money, because, like, it's the social hangout, it's the fun times just hanging out with chat and having people excited to see you and excited to see each other and just like building this small little community. That is what I want to kind of help create, because that's the shit that I value, the shit that I grew up on, the stuff that like I value from the people that I watch and the streamers that I look up to. I kind of want to, you know, be that person myself. Like I'm ready to like not just like be someone that watches people like that, but to become that person myself, even if it's a very, very, very slow process to get to that point. So yeah, Pokemon Snap will probably be the game that I play at first, because that's the game I'm excited for. It's definitely, it's funny. I see so many people like shitting on this new Pokemon Snap. It's not even out yet, but people are already like worried or like stressed out about it. It's gonna be a 10-hour game where you go take pictures of Pokemon, just like the original game, and it's gonna be fucking great. That's all I want. That is literally, if it can do that, that's exactly what I want. It's probably gonna be a short game too, which is perfect as well, and a very like low-key kind of relaxing kind of game to give me lots of time to like hang out with chat and stuff. Plus it's Pokemon, like who the hell doesn't love Pokemon? Like what, come on. Like, so that's at least that's the tentative plan in theory. Will I actually be able to do it? I don't know. Again, I may not stream for another month or two, for hell I know. Like I have no idea. I'm just putting my thoughts out here. But yeah, no, I definitely want to interact more with other streamers as well. That's the other thing. Twitch streamers kind of build communities as well, especially small-time streamers that kind of build around each other. I'm just running in circles around there. But yeah, no, it's just like it's hard. It's all the stuff that I want to do, and I just have to get out and do it. And it's just getting past that like vulnerable stage of putting yourself out there. Like that's the hard part for me. And I'm not living on my own. I don't have a job that I can justify not going to all the time, even if they demand 50 hours a week or more. Like I have to prioritize that first. So it's like there's so many things that have like kept me back, but it's, you know, it's something I'm hoping to get there. And I've still planned on making like YouTube videos. Like I already have 2 YouTube Let's Plays on this channel. One of them isn't fully uploaded. I beat Omori, by the way, like a month ago. I've just been lazy and haven't finished uploading it. It still needs, I have all the episodes exported. They're just not on YouTube yet, because that takes so long to upload. Which is another thing I don't have to worry about with Twitch, that stuff with Twitch either. Like, you know, it's, you don't edit Twitch streams, it's live, you kind of get what you can get. And just like, I want to be someone who just puts the community first, because thankfully, because I've been watching Rob, and he's been stressing like people over community, or not over, wrong statement, scratch that, people over content. People over community doesn't really make much sense. No, stressing like how people are more important than the content you make, and how like encouraging people to like value people over like impressive like media or like content or things like that. Like it's about, Twitch streams are about like the people hanging out and kind of bettering people's lives, as opposed to just being pieces of entertainment and things like that. Like and because I like am kind of absorbing that knowledge from watching him, when I go into Twitch streams myself, I'm kind of starting out with that mindset to begin with. So like, I'm not focused on making the best like content anyway, because I have no big grand plans or big artistic projects. I have no Realms Live grand ideas in my mind to like come to fruition. I just want to hang out with people in chat and play games with them, and to like hang out and have social stuff and help build my confidence, and like just have like a fun social environment. And like that's all that I want. If eventually enough people like that enough to give me money, sure, but I know that money can definitely create issues and a lot of stress, and that's a whole other thing that I'm not sure I'm ready to deal with. I just take baby steps, right? You know, just start small and go from there. But yeah, it's definitely something that I would like to try soon. Maybe like, because Pokemon Snap comes out this Friday, so maybe I will stream next Saturday. I honestly, I don't even know how to stream. I have OBS. I've never hit the start streaming button ever. I don't know, like, I guess how linking that up with Twitch works or how any of that works. I don't actually understand any of this. I should probably look into it at some point and figure that out. But yeah, it's definitely, I don't know, it's something that I want to do, because I want to be like the streamers that I look up to. And I think people really should value the streamers, or people, like if you're someone that watches a certain amount of people like that, you should definitely value them and like show them the love that they show their audience. Like, I don't know, a lot of people can be shitty towards streamers, and there are shitty streamers for sure. Like, obviously there's definitely some arrogant horrible people on this platform for sure. Obviously I'm not talking about those people when, you know, the people I'm praising, but yeah, it's, I don't know, I just have a lot of respect for streamers. I have repeated myself like at least 10 times every single point in this video. See, this is why I call this series the rambling. Like, they're just ramblings, because that's all they are. This is not structured in any way, which really is perfect for a Twitch stream. Because Twitch streams are also not structured really. They're just kind of just off the cuff, live and stuff. But yeah, no, it's something that I will hopefully really do. Also, I'm curious. Okay, if you've heard a fan throughout this entire video, this is completely aside, because I actually have a fan on right now blowing right into the mic because I'm in Texas and it is hot. And this is another thing, remember, it's people over content, and you are also people yourselves. And I know a lot of people will, like, when they record, they turn off fans, they turn off the AC because they have to have the perfect recording environment. And I'm just going, I'm in Texas. It's 80 something degrees outside. I need the fan on. So I'm gonna try to edit out the fan if the audio if I can. But if you hear it, then whatever. It's people over content. I need the fan on. It's way too hot. You're just gonna have to deal with the fan. I just wanted to mention that because it's like, that's kind of the mindset I'm going into this. Like, I'm not prioritizing making the best content. I'm literally running in circles in this game. Like, clearly, I am not prioritizing making the best content by any means. I'm more. Can you get up here? Oh my god, you can't. I did not know you can get up here. What the hell? Is there anything up here? Is this just like... Okay, I don't think there's anything up here. I didn't know you can get up here. See? Look at that. We learned something new playing this game just by going around. You see, going around circles got me a new experience. I did not know that was even up there. Would you look at that? But yeah, no, it's... I want to prioritize the people. I just want to hang out and chat, get to know other streamers, other small-time streamers and stuff like that. That would be cool. Maybe do VTuber stuff way down the line, but I know that that's a whole technical nightmare that I don't even know the basics of Twitch. VTubing's on another level. to eventually get there. Plus, it's expensive too to get a good avatar. That costs a lot of money, and while I'm sure I could afford it, I don't know if I should be spending that money on that just yet. I definitely don't have the artistic skills to make that on my own. Let's see, what am I at? 40 minutes in? Yep. Could I have ended this earlier? Yes. And I'm gonna end it now. So thanks for listening to this another ramble while I rambled about some shit. Maybe I'll start streaming? Question mark. I don't know. I'd be curious to see if I can even get, if I start my first stream, if I'll even get 5 viewers, I'd be pretty damn impressed. Because I suspect it'll probably be actually literally 0. But we'll just see whenever I start doing it. But yeah, if any Twitch streamers are listening to this, somehow if Rob or someone is listening to this, know that I appreciate you. I appreciate what you do. And I think that you hopefully feel good about yourselves. Hopefully you're, you know, you just know that people like me appreciate you, even though, because I'm definitely a lurker, I don't like express that. I'm not like active in the chat or anything. So no, you know, you have people that care about you, that appreciate what you do, and I want to be one of those people too one day. And so yeah, that's this ramble done, and I will see y'all for the next one about who the fuck knows what. Maybe I'll see y'all on the stream. Who knows? But until then, bye bye.